Alright guys, just started another AFR draft. Wow, look at green and black looks good right now. Even red. Um, but Ranger class is pretty cool. When you attack, put a 1-1 on your target attacking creature. Never drafted it yet, so I'm going to try that out. Ooh, this is exactly what you want to see in this sort of deck. Pack Tactics kind of creature. But Dragon's Fire... I think I have to take Dragon's Fire. Even Spoils of the Hunt is so good. Man, what uncommon did they take? This is not very good. Instrument of the Bards. I've ran it before and it was like a good way. I got good card advantage, but it took a long grindy game to get that. So yeah, we have to take Dragon's Fire. It's just premium removal. Hopefully some of these green cards will wheel. Ooh, yeah. I'd like to see it. We're going to take the Roper. It's great in a life gain deck, but it's an early pick that will just shut down aggressive decks. And that's what we want. So that's what we're going to take. I mean, technically, we want to be aggressive too with the Ranger class, but we might get some life gain too. Plus the venturing is kind of an easy way to gain 1 life. I think the only one that does that though is actually Lost Mine does that later on before you draw a card, and then it's the first room you enter in the Mad Mage, but that's a long one to complete. Still 4-5 on turn 3 is really nice stats. Oh, this is a perfect card. Targnar, Demon Fang Knoll. This is exactly what we want. It's our colors, red and green. It's got Pack Tactics. It wants to attack. It can double its power. It gives everything else 1+1/+0 till the end of turn when they're attacking. This is... yes. This is exactly what I want. And it's a 2-drop. So now if we play Ranger class into Targnar, into Lurking Roper, we have a strong opening. I mean, this is exactly the card we needed, so far we're looking good. Okay. I like Basilisk on defensive decks. This is not really defensive anymore, it's kind of aggressive. This is a good aggressive card. This is a combat trick. It's kind of nice. It's got 2 in 1. It can deal with flyers and double target's power and toughness. I think I'm going to settle with the Basilisk though, because it's such a good green card. Even though it's more defensive, it's if we get some fight effects later on, it'll really help us out. Here, I mean, improvised weaponry is pretty good. It's between that and the Circle of the Moon. Definitely want it for Pack Tactics. So I think we're going to take the Circle of the Moon. Although I think it would wheel and this wouldn't. Yeah, we're just going to scoop it up. Sometimes you don't get them. Alright, Direwolf Prowler is an okay 3-drop. It's kind of a filler card. Um, it gets +2/+2, which is kind of nice. So that'll work with the pack tactics. Uh, Unexpected Windfall is pretty okay, but we don't really want a whole lot of treasures. And then same with this card. It's not... The other red cards are just not good, so... This card is really weak. On turn 3, we don't want to be just ramping 1 mana and venturing in a dungeon. Like I said, the Lurking Roper will benefit from a dungeon to gain a life, but besides that, it's not that good. And then even the Green Dragon, it's like the worst one. But we have a lot of early, so this might be still... It's a 4/4 flyer. I think you find a Cursed Idol is probably the better pick, but... Spoils of the Hunt, that's what we want with our big creatures and our Basilisk. We'll bite them down. Oh wow, look, everything wheeled that we wanted it to. So now the question is, do we get this? You meet in a tavern, I can buff all my units 2/2 as a sorcery? Or look at the top 5 cards and get a bunch of creatures. It might be the creatures, but Spoils of the Hunt is just premium removal, especially since I have a Basilisk, so I think I have to take it over the tavern. Here we'll take another wolf over the, or do we really want this? I mean, it's nice for pack tactics, but, I think I'm gonna take a wolf. It's just more reliable. Here, I don't really want anything. This is okay. This is okay if you really want, like... we'll decide the big dude. Choose your weapon. So it looks like green is open so far, so that's nice. Compel Duel, really weak. Oh, sweet. We got rewarded. No, nothing good in red here or green except the Froghemoth, which... Trample Haste when it deals combat damage to a player, exile up to that many target cards from their graveyard. It's basically like a large ooze, scavenging ooze. Put a 1/1 counter on Froghemoth for each creature you exile, and gain 1 life for each non-creature. So that is exactly what we wanted. Magic Missile. Druid class is really nice. With the Roper, but I think Magic Missile is premium removal, so we gotta go with that. And it looks like we're gonna get Druid class here now. It's not very good in this deck, it's kind of slow, but gaining 1 life just for dropping a land can help us out, and plus for 5 mana, you can animate a land that becomes quite a big threat, which I've lost to a few times just because when it comes down to like top decking, you can always rely on getting a big land. So I think we'll take this over Improvised Weaponry and Bullet. You happen on a Glade, you return a card from your graveyard to your hand, or you can search your library for 2 lands and put them in. I think we take it to Owlbear over that. This is a cool rare, and it's cool with ramping, but we're not really ramping. Yeah, we're gonna take the Owlbear. It's just consistent and it's good card draw. Big body with trample. There's nothing here for us. The best card, it's kind of debatable with what you're running. Strider, I've never really seen work. Trickster's Talisman is pretty okay. Shambling Glass is always reliable, and Sepulture Goal is good if you really want to do the sacrifice thing. I don't really have a lot of equipment, so this kind of loses a few points. This is pretty good with the life gain thing we're going, and we do have like the druid class now. This is kind of a combat trick that never really gets there. It's between this and improvised weapon. I might end up... Yeah, I probably should have took improvised weapon, but I don't know. Healing is... It really helps me out. If we... And this will attack each turn with vigilance, so it really kind of enables pack tactics. So healing is really strong in this format, I found out. Here I mean, we won't play this, but the dagger with a basilisk is some possibility. Boots of speed. Again, we don't really need boots of speed. It might actually be good to give like some of our creatures haste. It's between that and bullet, and I think I'd rather have a boots of speed, to be honest. I don't really want another wolf, but I don't really want this card either. We don't really have anything that benefits from treasure. I mean, Spoils of the Hunt does, but... Yeah, we're gonna take the wolf, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna take Knoll Hunter now. I might take a longbow. It's good in like these long games, but yeah, I guess I'll do that. I like this swarming goblin. I don't know, longbow is kind of slow in this aggressive deck here. Kick in the door. Alright. Nothing good in green or red, so we might as well play this. And we put some boots on speed, it will be worth it. But this card has never done anything for me, it just dies right away. Again, nothing in green. Pair of Goblin's pretty good. Gives everything +2, 0, or you can make a pair of Goblins and ambush the creature, since it's instant. Hopefully there's some green coming our way. Looks like it's closed up. I think now we'll take improvised weapon over... I mean, Bard is quite strong, giving us a +2. I do like the Bard. If we're behind, gaining that life it really helps, and then the pack tactics really benefits with that +2 too. Pack tactics is kind of what we want here. Wow. So this is pretty strong. Both of these cards are really strong. I like this card better slightly. I mean, this card is just so good because it just passively ventures into the dungeon every turn. But this one is a pack tacticer. It's a 2-drop. It has reach. It's a 2/3. I mean, it's really close. But I think I'm gonna slightly take this one because it's a 2-drop. And we're not really doing the whole dungeon-y thing like 100%, so. Okay, so got a lot of 3s. Do we want another swarming goblins? It's quite strong later on. Or a basilisk. I mean, these are all good. We have some bite effects that would benefit the basilisk. I think I'm gonna take swarming goblins. It's close though. I like the innkeeper a lot. We're gonna gain a lot of life with him. Nothing good here. It's one of my favorite cards in Standard now too. Gains a ton of life, gives you a little ramp. And this is what our Lurking Roper wants. This is a tough one. Don't know if I want another 5-drop. I don't know if I want another one of these guys either. It's really tough, this one. This is pretty good too. I think I'm gonna take, well, yeah. Ultra-Guard Ranger's always been reliable for me. I don't really want a price of loyalty. I'm surprised that Borrowing's still around. Nothing really here either. I'll take a longbow now. That's a lot of wolves. They're pretty good later on. You give them haste. Yeah, the pair of goblins never really works out well for me. Okay, we gotta make some cuts. Might have to see that red dragon go. Or the green dragon, I mean. Alright, this is what I've ended up with. I cut the Circle of the Moon Druids and a bunch of these wolf prowlers that we just kind of received. Spells of Hunt, great. I do want to keep this in just because the life gain, and we're going to be attacking every turn, and it can get pumped up with our ranger class. The green dragon had to go. It's just a weak dragon, and for 6 mana, it's not what we want. I'd rather play one of these. I did cut a land too, so we'll see how that hurts us, because it always does, I feel like. Let's give it a try. Alright. Not bad. We'll keep it. This is what we wanted to see. Speed. Okay. Now do I play the wolf or this guy? Probably the wolf, right? And I think I'm going to level this up right away and turn it into a 3-3. Because the sooner this is online, the better it is, I think. Okay. That's fine. Need to waste a turn for that. So. And I can equip for 1. Unfortunately, it's not going to get its pack tactics activated. So instead I could just rope her. I don't have a way to heal yet though. I really want to keep it defensive until I can get that taken care of. So we'll just go with this. Still got that 3-3 on turn 2. It's a lot of damage. This is a good card. I probably should have picked one of those up. But wow, this guy's gonna fall behind me really quickly. I think I am gonna attack with the roper now. Right? He's probably got a burning hands he's holding. So do I attack with him and adventure? Or do I keep him defensive? Because he's going to be the one to use the spoils of the hunt. I could adventure and gain the 1 life though, so let's do it. Let's see the burning hands come in here. Playing very defensively, and so far it's not paying off for him. So how do we do this? fight, obviously. So next turn we can it's too bad. He's gonna trade. I don't have anything else going on, right? Because if I unequip the boots, I have to trade here. And then on his end step, I'll make the goblins. Right? Pretty much forced to trade this. Because if he draws more removal or anything to deal with this wolf, these goblins are just gonna fall apart against this guy, so we have to trade it. And if he doesn't trade it, then we win. But he will trade it, yeah. Might have a combat trick, huh? Did +2/2. If he combat tricks, then I have to use this too. Okay, burning units. Well, let's see what he does. If he attacks with this stuff, at least I can surprise him. Bullets. This guy. So I think we're gonna do this to wake up our... Now, if he blocks a goblin, I send the whole team. This will... Oh no, it's the beginning of your end step. So he's got... So if he blocks a goblin here, he's gonna be down to 1, and then my big boy's gonna wake up. So I think it's worth fighting, sending the goblin. Yeah. Okay, and we might as well put it on a goblin. So now I have to equip this and send everyone. He's got good trades, but we're gonna get that 2 damage in. I think we got him. Goblins are very strong when they're swarming. Let's try it again. We had a good opening hand too. This one's not as good. We don't have a 2-drop. We have to mulligan. I don't want to be on defensive mode. I want to be aggressive. Yeah, this is much better. I don't want to play this early. It's very easy to kill until I can activate it. But it might be worth burning the treasure. No, because if I get a land next turn, I'll play the swarming goblins. And this is great with Basilisk. Ah, see, you're gonna be one of those guys, huh? Now, he can equip this next turn. So do I just play our Null and then Spoils of the Hunt after he spends the mana to equip this? You know, equipping it doesn't deal with the Basilisk though. So even if he equips it, I have a blocker. So I think I'm just gonna Goblin here. Oh yeah. So if he equips it here, he's probably not going to swing in. Oh, that changes things. I'm still going to Basilisk block it, right? Yeah. Alright, do I want to kill Bruner? Probably, huh? He's the enabler for this kind of deck. But when do I want to do that? It doesn't matter because surprising killing Bruner, still this is a 5/5. So it would get a good trade no matter what. So I could kill this and then, but no, we gotta get rid of Bruner. Let's just get rid of Bruner and pass the turn. Even though it really slows us down. I guess I could have waited then to play that on his turn. Okay, he's going to get a lot of equipment, and without Bruner, it's going to kind of fall flats. Okay, now we got our Targnar out, and we'll probably attack next turn. Everything will get +1/0, and then I can pump him up, which it won't save him against this thing, but I don't know. I really want to be more aggressive here, but oh, I see. That's pretty good play. All right, we have this now. Do we just kill this thing and swing in with everything? Probably. Or do I kill this? Because this is going to be a big threat eventually. This is just annoying because of the plate armor. Yeah, I think we kill this. But when do I want to do it? I think I swing in with everything first. I could double this up and trade into it and then keep the bite for this next turn. That's probably the play, huh? Or do I want to keep Targnar alive? No. I think I trade because this is the only this is going to be a reoccurring problem with this teleportation circle. So, I think we pump them and trade. But then I lose a lot of damage, huh? No, we gotta pump them and trade. So we still did 9 to him. And we got some answers here too. I still have a magic missile, ranger class, dragon's fire. We still have some things in our deck. Wow, he put it on the bird, huh? I don't know if I agree with that. Alright. Might as well. I think we attack with everything and then I bite. I'm gonna lose damage that way though. But he'll probably block the goblins here. So maybe I don't attack with everything. Let's bite first. And now I'll send in these two. Okay. Those two bite effects really gave us an edge. We can't really attack now. He's stuck defending. This has trample. The basilisk can keep swinging in for 1 damage. I guess I'll draw a card. Or do I play this? Because then next turn I can swing in. He'll have to block it. It's going to do 1 damage. So yeah, I think that's the best play. We're in a good spot. Okay, he got another blocker. And he can make it a little bigger. Ah. I don't know if I would have stacked it all on one. I guess he can block my giant, my fire giant. And then he'll have to block swarming goblins with this. So we'll get 3 damage in. He's gonna bring the barbarian back for another turn. I think we'll draw a card. Bullet. It's probably a good. I mean, I don't really want to wait another turn to play Bullet. But I could. I don't have any more bites, so this thing is just huge. I could swing with this, the barbarian's gonna block it. I swing with this, the hawk blocks it, so no damage gets in. But then if I do this, he'll have to let the basilisk through and block my swarming goblins and take a bad trade. So let's try it. Make him do 1 damage. Because we're very healthy. And he is not. So now we just need to get a goblin. Swarming goblins really paying off. I like spreading out and going wide. That Targnar trade was really the better choice, I think. Now the only thing I'm worried about is he can flash in that shield and save it. And then he can also he could also do that shocking grasp and -2 my goblins that block it. So then I would be forced to double block it. I could just take the 3. No, I'm gonna Spoils of the Hunt. It's better than the goblin. Let's see though. Maybe that was wrong. If he's running this card, I have to assume he has some equipment. Play the goblins anyway. Oof. Now I don't think I'm gonna. Do I wait? Do I attack with the Basilisk and bait him again? I don't know. Maybe I should have played the goblins. Boulette is not good here. But I'll attack with the Basilisk, and if he trades, then I'll throw this guy down. He might trade now that he has 2 of them. It's kind of surprising. I think I'm going to wait and try and ambush him with goblins. But I bet you it's not going to work out well. It never does. A pair of goblin ambush is... But he might think I would have played it last turn if I had, so... Let's see. If this trades, I mean, it's gonna be a huge benefit for us. But you have to assume he's got something. 2 for 1. So this card, I've tried to use it and it just never worked out well for me. I think I'm gonna play the Boulette. First I'll attack, in case he wants to do any shenanigans. The Boulette's kind of a weaker card, and if he has like some Charm Sleeper, I'd rather be on him. block either of these creatures with my Basilisk, so I'm gonna keep attacking him. He's got 5 damage in already. He's earned his keep. We have a little life gain in this deck, so I'm not too worried. Now I might keep a forest. Actually, I didn't put the druid class in here, so. Keep bullet back. Or should I attack? I'm taking quite a bit of damage, actually. I want to be aggressive, though. If he has something to deal with this, though, I'm going to take 4. That's pretty low. I better keep the bullet back. I'll send the bullet and keep the bullet back. That's probably better. Now, is there any reason to keep the land? I don't think so. I don't think my deck. That Wandering Troubadour, if we picked him up, that would have been a reason. Right. It won't -4 it, so I can still take out that Scion at least. If he swings in with it, which I don't think he will. That's a good one. But we're on a kind of a timer now with that flyer. Unless I draw another bite spell, but we have to wait a turn. So this is kind of scary now. He got us pretty low. If he swings in with the dragon, he's probably got me. Well, I can delay the inevitable. Need those boots of speed. So I could, let's see, attack with the Roper and the Basilisk, and he won't block. And we'll get 5 damage in. I'm not sure how we're gonna do it. Needed that Targnar to pop off here. This is tapped, so I have to attack now. I think we're just gonna do this. Keep the Basilisk back in case I draw the bite spell next turn. Let's see what he does. Oh, okay. That's a weird block. What's my bullet gone? So now I pretty much have to kiss the bullet goodbye. Or I could just trade and go down to 1. But if he adventures, I lose, so I have no way of dealing with untapping this. If I do, I have only 5 damage. So yeah, I have to trade. There's nothing that can save me, I don't think. Not even the bite spell won't save me. Well, actually, I could use this guy. But yeah, we lost our momentum. Oh, That's a good draw, but it's a little late. All right. The pair of goblins did an awesome job, but I think I was playing around it too much instead of being more aggressive with it. I kept assuming that he would have some equipment, but maybe he just took those because they're pretty good 2-drops with 3 damage. Too bad I didn't draw a magic missile. I would have felt better playing that. Is what do I want to trade into this? Probably the wolf. Let's just do it like this. A burning hands would do it. It's fine. Trading it. Alright, how much mana do we got? 6, 7. We have 7 mana. This equips for 1, so we'll have 6, which is enough to double it. Which doesn't save it from here. Is that what we want? Or do we want Bullet? I think he's going to be aggressive. So I don't think he even has to trade. He's got 8 damage. Well, we have to do this then, don't we? Do I double it first to get pack tactics? Or do I just swing and then play boulette? But then there's no pack tactics. I guess I don't need pack tactics. The only thing is this might get a good block here and I'll be forced to use its ability. So yeah, let's just, we don't need pack tactics. Alright, so he's not gonna block. So we want to pump this, right? Or should I drop a bullet anyway? Yeah, I think we dropped the bullet. The bullet will grow when things die, but okay, so he's gonna leave that back then. What is he gonna do? Scry one? Strong. Didn't see that one coming. No blocks. So if I don't block here, I'm dead next turn. So I pretty much have to block, huh? If I draw something that will heal me, it'll feel really bad to do this block, but I have not a lot of ways to deal with flying, so it's got to be a bad block. Bummer. I think that's game. Maybe I used Magic Missile a little early on that one. I just thought the life gain would be really annoying with Cleric class. The longbow might. I mean, equipping for 3 seems bad. I like this card a lot, but I don't really have room. Maybe I scratch Bullet out. It's real good with the Goblin Fodder if I get into that combo. My early game's kind of weak and kind of slow. Let's just try it. We have the tools, it's not really getting us there. Hand's really bad. I keep mulliganing too, that's the other thing. I don't get the right color, I go first, I'm not on the draw, so it's just kind of yeah, I'm gonna have to keep it, but I don't like it. He's not gonna block it, so. And he can't activate it yet, so we'll just wait. These are instant speeds. him to draw cards with this. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Can I play the goblins? Yeah, that's gonna force him to spend 4, so. It's kind of weird that he didn't even block with this. I don't care if he hits me for 1. I'm not going to use my Dragon's Fire yet, am I? Yeah, I'm not going to. I'd rather... I want this thing to do it. But double a target's power. Too bad I only have a bunch of 1-drops here. Okay. Feels bad. What is that about? What kind of weird pass is that? Is he trying to block with this now? Okay. That's fine. What are you gonna do? 1/1 and you're gonna... Oh, I see what you're doing. You're gonna do a little trick, huh? Should I really use this to save my goblins? I don't think so. Screw the goblins. I'm gonna end up regretting that. This guy like 3 color and he's screwed on mana. Alrighty. We need to get that frog down. We should have did that 3 turns ago. Wow, he must not have any answers in all those cards. Alright, well. What do you block? That's fine. Put it on the basilisk. Might seem dumb, but so I think we could send in the basilisk. We could just do this. Let's send the basilisk in. He won't block it, right? We'll do them all. And then we'll magic missile it. Okay. Has he got another one? I feel like he's got some huge cards with the way he was playing. Green blue ramp, huh? Yep, I knew it. I knew it. Okay. Now what do we do? I think we do this, level 2, and then start pumping the basilisk. Make him grow. Okay, buddy. You're on a timer. You got a purple worm in there too. Volo. That's not good. No, I'm not gonna block. What are you gonna play with Volo? Prosperous Innkeeper? Those are already in the graveyard, so now I can play this and swing with everything. Probably pump up the wolf, right? Good trade. Gonna kill the Basilisk with Volo. He's gonna let it go. Alright, exile 4 cards, and creatures give me, wait, you gain 1 life for each non-creature card. So, we want to get non-creature cards. Because he's only got 1. I'm a little scared now. Okay. Does he have 3 damage? He's gonna make a couple dragons, no big deal. The other dragon's gonna come nerf the rest of my team. That's awesome. Alrighty. What's the play, team? We can attack with the Ranger class and pump this to 1. I can deal 5 damage. I think we have to play back, right? Deal 5 damage to a dragon. Send everything. I can technically... Oh no, I can't kill him. Play this. Deal 5 damage to the original. And now I think we send in the... Keep the Basilisk back, right? To block something. So we might as well send this in. Or do we keep this back? It doesn't matter, he's gonna block it with the dragon anyway, so. Let's just keep him back, I guess. It feels a little bad. But this will trade into the dragon. Death Touch into the Hill Giant. This into Volo, but he won't. He's got something. I mean, yeah. There's just no way that he doesn't have anything to deal with. That's our weakness, is the flying. I kind of undervalue that in this set. The flying is really, really strong. Especially when I mean, I had Dragon's Fire and things, but man, I really should have done much better with that that deck. This card was kind of crappy, like it usually is. Yeah, I should have cut some of these weak cards like this. So we can do more pack tactic stuff. Anyway, let's try again.